Jason had always believed he understood his business, how it ran, what it sold, who it served. But now, standing in a glass walled investor meeting room downtown, he realized there was something he didn't understand: how much his company was actually worth. "Let's talk fully diluted shares," one of the investors said, tapping his pen against a sleek black notebook. Jason nodded, but inside, he panicked. He'd heard the term before. He even remembered it being tossed around during early fundraising calls. But now, with real money on the line, he needed to understand it fast. Later that night, back at his kitchen table with a mug of burnt coffee, Jason dug into it. He learned that fully diluted shares meant imagining every possible share of the company that could exist, if all the promises made to early investors turned into real stock. It wasn't just about the shares he currently had on paper. It was about all the convertible securities lurking in the shadows, things like safe notes, stock options, and convertible debt. He remembered giving out a few of those early on, desperate for seed capital. "It's just paperwork," someone had told him back then. But now, those promises mattered. Take convertible securities, for example. Jason had issued a few safe notes and one convertible note when things were tight. These were deals where investors gave him money with the agreement that they'd get stock in the future. Once the company hit certain milestones or raised a proper funding round. One of those was with Lisa, an early supporter. Her note could convert into equity, or she could keep collecting interest. It was her choice. She held a convertible bond, a kind of fixed income security that gave her options, literally. Jason realized that if everyone who held convertible securities chose to convert them into common stock, the number of shares in the company would balloon. That was the fully diluted number, a kind of worst case scenario for founders, but a must know for investors. He grabbed a notepad and began doing the math. For the first time, he started calculating what the company's value would look like with all those hidden shares included. It wasn't just about how much of the company existed now, but how much could exist if everyone cashed in. By the end of the night, Jason felt like he'd aged a year, but he also felt smarter. The next day, he returned to the investors with a confident smile. "I've got the fully diluted share count," he said, laying down a clean sheet of paper. He finally understood that knowing his numbers wasn't just about balance sheets. It was about understanding every promise he made along the way. And with that knowledge, Jason was no longer guessing his company's worth. He knew it.